Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is episode 64 of my gameplay series on No Man's Land. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to No Man's Land. So, this episode, the main premise, there's going to be a lot of police roleplay on here, and you probably already know what's coming because my guess is it is the thumbnail. So, this rain might freeze a bit overnight, if you know what I mean. I'm sure it's on the thumbnail, so I think it's safe to say. But first off, I wanted to give a couple shout-outs to Martin L. Martin L. commented saying we should get the Case Steiger instead of the Big Bud, which we did. We may still get a Big Bud, not going to lie. But anyhow, it's on there. And he also said we should get the Industrial Cell Point. I have been really bad about keeping up with comments. I haven't read any of the comments from the previous episode yet, but someone did message me over Facebook. It was Dan Edmond of Edmonds Gaming, has his own YouTube channel, commented saying he needs 100,000 liters of straw, preferably in the form of bales, to get him through winter. So we're going to give him 25 4,000 liter bales of straw, square bales. We'll get those going. I don't think we have anything that's going to produce... What do we plant here? Canola? Yeah, we don't have anything that's going to produce straw yet, but we'll get that. We also have an open subscriber contract for 200,000 liters of potatoes, hence our potatoes. And then sugarcane is constantly growing for us for our other subscriber contract that I don't think I told you guys about yet, but LSPD Farmer needs 250,000 liters of sugarcane. So we'll slowly get that off of that field there. So it is raining, and as you know, some very bad things or good things, however you want to look at it, are about to happen on No Man's Land. I'm pretty excited to do this. So there's going to be, again, it's going to be a mostly role play in this episode. So I'm not sure how long this episode is going to be, quite honestly, but our main focus is going to be the role play aspect of it. So we're going to get through today, and then tomorrow is going to be basically role play all day long. So that's the goal. That's where we are heading with this. Yeah, that's what I got. The Big Bud's hanging out there waiting to fertilize these two fields once they grow up. And there is a little shed mod that I forgot to add in that I'm going to use, I think. I forgot to add it in, but I did add in the modding welt, the full pack that's in here now. So there's more stuff down here somewhere. Yeah, this kind of stuff is in here, but I don't know if we'll use it or not, but I mean, this is pretty neat. But I have it's like a little 2-part shed that's very small. I'll place a bunch of them, or a few of them, to get some of our smaller stuff in, I think, in various spots. So as far as, let's go to the map here. Let's jump out. So as far as where to place them, let's actually jump in. Yeah, I guess we can do landscape mode. It'll work pretty well to take a look. So I'm not sure exactly where I want to place them. This is working out great for our tractors. I might place a couple of them around here, or in here. I could even put them on the side of the building there. We could keep going this way too. It's not like we're just out of land now. We could put a bunch of small stuff out here. I want to try to keep it as compact as possible. We could use some of this space up here, which I might do. Maybe make a little path in here and put like 3 of them in there or something. But I definitely want to replace this with those. So put like, I think I should be able to fit 3 in there. Maybe 1 this way and then 2 that way. I could also put, well, that's probably the best I could do for them for now. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with that. And actually, that's while we're in here in landscape mode. Let's go over here and paint this up a little bit. I guess that doesn't matter. Let's get that just so it's dirt, not concrete anymore. So I don't know what you guys wanted me to do with this land yet. I haven't read any of the comments. But after this stuff ferments, we should be able to sell some silage today. Maybe I'll wait until tomorrow. Let's actually check that out. So... oh geez, we have so many of them. Active. Those are not active. Perfect. Those are the new ones. Open that up. Okay, it's got a long ways to go, so we probably won't sell those maybe until next episode. We are going to look at getting another big tractor. So essentially, I have the one doing the weeding right now, and he'll weed all these fields here in a second. But if we jump over to... no. I want to go into our warehouse here. Yeah, so this is essentially our machine tractor warehouse. Now, if we do get some smaller barn areas, some of the space here will be cleared out. There'll be a couple bays, and I might move this guy and the big brute sprayer into that area, and then use these 2 bays for bigger tractors. I am looking at, so one of the issues I have with this tractor is fantastic. I love it. I love how it looks, but I am having some issues with it. So it can't use our seeder. It just doesn't work. It can't make the corners. It can't do it. It struggled with the plow, the modded plow, which I thought it was just because it was a mod, but it's struggling a little bit. So I might have to end up changing that out for something. But if we go to large tractors here, one thing I do want to get at some point is a quad track. I'm maybe one of each even. I mean, we'll have the money eventually and we could use it for sure. So I do want to get a couple of quad tracks probably. And I do want to get the 747 for sure as well. So this is the Stx Quad Track. I'm probably not going to get it. I'll probably get the in-game one. I also like some of these, maybe not the 8RX, that guy, but what is it? Is it this guy? I'm pretty sure this guy has the front loader attachment, doesn't it? Maybe not. Maybe not this guy. Yeah, there is one that's like that has the front loader attachment on it, which is pretty sweet that I want to get at some point. Maybe it's under, oh, it's this guy right here. Yes, this one. So I do want to buy one of these at some point, just because I think it'd be cool to have. So I do want to get a couple of those guys as well, or one of those guys at least. So bigger tractors are on the way. At some point, we'll probably get another harvester at some point. We'll probably even get a sugar beet harvester at some point as well. I don't really, the potato one just doesn't hold a lot to make it really worthwhile, but the sugar beet one does. So I'm okay doing sugar beets, I think. So I might, yeah, we might do more of those in the future. What do they pay out? We get pretty good money for sugar beets, don't we, on this map? Yeah, those are all pretty good prices. 347 is a good price for sugar beets in all honesty. So we may do more sugar beets, and we might even, I mean, the other thing I'm looking at getting is maybe one of these guys so we can do bigger sugarcane harvests and do them with a legit machine like that. But lots of big purchases that'll make, and eventually I do want to get our own cotton harvester as well, which I know is kind of crazy, and I kind of want to get this, as crazy as that is. I just, what's the advantage of that? They're just round, I guess, and it's John Deere, but and it's cool, and I've never used it, so that's kind of the big deal as well. But we might get one of those just because I've never used it, so we'll see. I know it's not maybe the best reason to buy one of those, especially how much money that is, but yeah, we do want to get more stuff and keep upgrading. Eventually we are going to get one of these just for mowing, just because it'll make it simpler for our mowing needs and whatnot. We may end up even doing less grass work in the future too, but we'll kind of have to weigh some of those out. So this may not stay for too long. As much as I love this thing and love using it, yeah, it may not stay for a ton of time, but just kind of is one of those things that is what it is. But yeah, so we probably won't end up doing a harvesting or a whole lot of farming. Just me talking here is probably the extent of it. Pigs are doing okay. I still need them to get rid of that. Chickens are doing fine. Cows are close, but they're still doing fine. Horses are fine. So all the animals seem to be doing okay. Oh, we need to make some TMR is what we need to make. There, I mean, 40,000 liters, we still have plenty, but we still probably won't even do that in this episode. We'll probably end up using our new mixer over there, our silo that we have over here. I guess we can enter it, but probably won't even use this until the next episode. And then the goal will be to get rid of our barn setup that we have out there. So that's kind of where we're sitting. We have a lot kind of going on. I need these guys to be completely weeded so I can weed them, but I'm going to go ahead and weed them and get that done tonight. Probably not a whole lot else I'm going to get done. I mean, I could make some TMR, but I think I want to have you guys in for that. So I might just wait just for the interest of having most of this episode be role play. So I will see you guys in the morning when all of this action will take off. Good morning, guys. It is very snowy out. You can ignore our money. I put it up a little bit just so I could do some stuff to set this up. So so I didn't save the game. What I did is I put the snow in, and then we'll just kind of start again, technically speaking, last night after we're done with our snow day here on No Man's Land. But first things first, we don't start work at the police department until I think 10 or so. But they did want us to, we're still going to get paid for this. They wanted us to help out with snow removal. So they had a couple of, one of the city guys dropped a plow truck off down here at our farm. So we'll go ahead and use that. We'll take that out, and we're gonna go ahead and clear the highway and start doing some stuff around town. This wasn't originally planned to do some snow clearing, but I did want to test out the new TLX with its snow melter, dual action spreading and whatnot. So I wanted to test this out. Actually, I better turn off my turn that bad boy off. So I'm very excited to see how this all works. Oops. Raise that up. There we go. I should be able to fold this down. Nice. Should be all this. is awesome. I wish this thing would go a little bit lower, but I don't. Yeah, because that does that. Oh, there we go. We can tilt that down more. There we go. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. That's better. We want that more probably on the ground. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I am going to do, because I think this is a fitting time for it, I'm going to do a time lapse of me clearing some various roads and whatnot. Yeah, I'm going to do a time lapse of that and see if you guys enjoy that. I hope you will. If you don't, let me know and I won't do it again. But yeah, we'll get that started. All right, those are the roads they wanted us to clear. So I know there's probably other roads that need to be cleared too, but they have other plow drivers. We are going to go ahead and they said we can leave this at the police department. The reason being, we're going to not use our charger today because of the weather conditions. We're going to use one of the other officers' trucks that is not working today, so we'll use one of those. I'm just going to park this back here. This thing worked pretty well, I'm not going to lie. This thing that's on the back of it is, let's go over miscellaneous. If you come, so first off, if you're going to use it, you have to buy this first, and then it goes into that. But it's this guy down. It's a separate mod from the TLX pack, but it's these two guys down here. So salt spreader, the snow melter. So this one, salt spreader, spreads salt that melts small layers of snow. I went with the snow melter. Snow melting spreaders injects an additive to the salt that melts the snow and ice. So that worked really well, and that's the snow plow there. So pretty sweet. I was pretty happy with it. So we're gonna go ahead, and I used, of course, the winter package on it. That thing worked really well. I like that quite a bit once I figured out how to actually use the snow plow a little bit better. So here's the truck we are gonna use here. Are a little bit laggy in some different portions of it here. Well, that just popped right out of the snow. That's a good sign. Yeah, so some parts are a little bit laggy, so I do apologize. I think that's just the combination of snow and then everything going on here. So okay, well, they're gonna have us start early. They gave me a call while I was out plowing. I said as soon as I was done plowing I'd start. They're gonna pay us $250, which I'm gonna write down. I'm not gonna add it in now. $250 to plow the roads that we did today. Just a small payment there, but we're gonna start work at 7:30. We're gonna go into briefing here, and then we'll get some briefing, so it might be here for a little bit, but I guess they already have collisions just around town just needing to be investigated and handled. So, and I guess we have snow inside the police department. This building apparently is not seasons ready, but it's a nice white carpet we have now. That's funny. It was the same in the garages out there, so I kind of figured it'd probably be the case. But okay, I'll bring you guys back in and we'll do some police role play. All right, we just got dispatched to a, sounds like a sedan that went off the road at the roundabout, so we're gonna head out to that. First off, a little disclaimer, this is gonna look a little bit different, possibly. I'm not gonna have the call screen up. Well, I'm gonna try to have the call screen up, but I'm not gonna do it as I'm recording. I'm gonna try to do it as I'm editing. So if you don't see a call screen, it didn't go well, and I'll have to revert back or find something else out in the future. But hopefully the calls and the call screen as far as what units are out and about will show up now. So we're going to go ahead and check en route to that. I believe, so we have also too, I will note, we have a couple of state patrolmen who came to assist us. We have one here at the station. It's available for calls. Essentially the conservation deputy is going to be out there at the lake in case someone needs help. Not all the roads are cleared, nor will they probably end up being cleared. The city doesn't have a lot of funding for plowing, and they had obviously we have a lot of extra resources here for other stuff. So this is one of the collisions that the sheriff's out, or one of the deputies is out at, and then one of the state patrols helping out with that. So we'll go by that. I guess they lost control, went into a parked car. So here's our collision. Oh goodness. I'm gonna make sure this guy's okay. I guess he called 911, so he's probably doing okay. But yeah, so I guess he just thought he could drive as fast as he wanted to normally and just drove off the road. So I'll go make sure he's doing okay. All right, they're fine. We were able to get them out. However, we're gonna need a tow truck to come here for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a tow on hold for that. This is not a huge priority. We have the vehicle locked up, so tow will be here eventually. We have other things that need to get towed, and we have limited tow trucks. We have other tow trucks on their way. This area that we're living in doesn't normally get snow, so we're not really prepared for this kind of a situation, nor the people that live here. So we're gonna get this call wrapped up. They're good to go. I'm gonna get some paperwork done on my computer here. Once I get that done, we'll go ahead and clear out of here. So they're just gonna wait for a tow truck, or call, a taxi or whatever. I mean, they can walk over to the Shell station. I'm not really worried about them freezing to death. They can sit in the car at the car running if they want to, but they're off the roadway. So the only concern is we may get more calls, people saying that they're there, but that is kind of just part of it. I'm gonna head up actually probably now, since where I got all the information in here. Actually, let me give him some paperwork here. Perfect, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get cleared out of here. I told him it's his responsibility to get his car out of there. If it's not out of there, later on today, once things kind of get a little less busy. If they do end up getting a little less busy, then we'll go ahead and have his car impounded to get it out of there, since that's on public property and we just need to clear it out. But first off, I tell you what, before we get another call coming in, we need to stop and get some coffee immediately at Terry's. So we're gonna head straight there. I guess the parked car one's a little more complicated. The driver might be a little intoxicated, so they might be on that one for a little bit of time, but we'll hear back. It's hard to do field sobriety tests in the snow, that is for sure. But holy cow, we do need some coffee if this is the day we're gonna have. Snow days are kind of a mixed bag for me. I don't mind working on snow days. They're definitely crazy, and we definitely get a lot of collisions where I work when there is snow, so that part's at least normal. Let me grab a cup of coffee. Okay, I've got myself some coffee, so we are good to go. And thank goodness, because we just got dispatched to another call. There's, I guess, a semi truck that's about ready to go over the edge on an area over here, so we're gonna go take a look at that. Ooh, if we don't crash, that is. I guess he's on the hill over here. Tried to go down it and it hasn't been cleared. I don't think they're gonna end up clearing it. I think they meant to close it, but I don't think they got to it yet. All right, let's head out here. Oh yeah, that's not looking good. Yeah, they didn't clear any further than this. Well, we didn't clear any further than this. Holy cow, yeah, that's not good. I'm gonna drive up a little ways just to see if I can't help him out a little bit, but I don't want to be here at this tumble, so let's actually pull off. This is a good spot to be, kind of off the roadway. That way if someone else comes down or anything tumbles, hopefully it doesn't hit our car or anything like that. We need to make sure we don't drive off the cliff into Taco Bell there. That would be good. Okay, so the other state unit that's here to help for the day is going to come back us up on this one and head out here. So I'm going to go see if he's doing okay and be very careful about this and make sure. Yeah, this is just this is terrifying. I don't even know if I go up to this in real life. I don't want to touch that truck. All right, so I looked in, and as I was getting ready to look in, the driver was already out. He's on the other side, so he walked up over there. So he's fine. We're going to get a tow truck hopefully coming. We're not going to be able to leave this scene until we get this towed off, or at least until we get this road closed down. So state's going to be on the top end here in just a second. So let's go ahead and we'll just wait for them to head up to the top end here, because they should be here in just a second. I can hear them coming. That's for sure. There they are. Fantastic. Well, they'll close off that area. All right, I talked to them, so yep, they'll hang out up here. I know it says Montana, just ignore it. It's fine. Well, we wait for a tow truck. So I called the tow truck. Tow truck said they'd be here in about 10-15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and hang out and wait until we get a tow truck here. Since the guy's fine, I'm gonna actually drive down to the bottom. I guess the guy's just gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and get himself some coffee and donuts. I can't blame him for that. So I'm gonna go drive down here, and I'm gonna keep this section closed off at the bottom. So make sure, oh, hit a sign, but make sure no one gets up here. We will do more Discord neighborhood stuff too in this episode, if I remember. So I know a few of you have been waiting a couple episodes to have your houses added in, so we will do that hopefully this episode, if I remember. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully the tow truck gets here soon to get this cleared out. All right, guys, welcome back. So hazmat is here because the truck started leaking some fluids. Looked like some radiator fluid and a little bit of fuel. So they're here to just help clean that up and make sure that doesn't get out of control. A couple other things to note: it's a little bit different time, and things are probably maybe a little bit different place and everything because the game crashed. So I had to load it back in, put all the snow back in, get all the vehicles back in. Everything took me forever. Anyhow, but now I saved it. And I know I said I originally wasn't going to save it, so when I load it back in, it would be like the snow day never happened because of, you know, crops and everything. I don't want, just to make it more simplified. So what I did is I made a backup copy of the game. So hopefully that solves it this time. But yeah, so we're still parked down there. Hazmat is here. The truck is less precariously over the edge now, it looks like. There is a tow truck here that came. So they are going to go ahead and I guess they're going to pull it up this way a little bit, and then once they get it away from the cliff a little bit more, they're going to try to pull it up the hill, or at least pull it so it's straight enough where they can slowly kind of ease it down the hill, I guess is their plan. And the state patrol's still up there, so they're going to keep working on this and getting this taken care of. Another state unit, I guess, is over at where our Charger crashed to help a tow truck there with traffic control, and they got the other collision wrapped up. So we're just going to kind of hang out here until we're needed elsewhere. But this is what we got going for now. I'm going to try to get, since most of the investigation part's done, I already documented everything and talked to the driver. I'm going to be the one doing the report, which, there we go, turn the truck back on. I'm going to be the one doing the report, so I have what I need here. So I'm going to try to get another unit to kind of come over here and just hang out to close off the road while I'm working on that. So, yep, that's what we got going on right now. All right, the hazmat guys moved out of the way a little bit. They pulled the truck up a little bit over the top there, so I think they're going to slowly kind of try to steer it down without turning it on and kind of, yeah, so we'll see how that goes for him. But Chief's going to hang out here because he'd rather do this than probably handle calls, which makes sense. So we're going to go hop in our vehicle here, and we're going to get out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn those off. All right, I think we're going to go try to get a refill on our coffee because I think we have earned one of those. Oh, nope, we are not. We are going to... kids throwing snowballs at cars. Perfect. Well, we'll go ahead and go to that. That's fantastic. So that is a crime. It's reckless endangerment. Shouldn't be throwing snowballs at cars. Regardless of whether or not it's going to damage anything or not, you shouldn't do that. Yep, there's the tow truck getting that out of the way there. Working on that. All right, let's head over this way. I don't even know what... Bold kids, they're right here at the park, so... We'll see. Hopefully they don't throw any at us. Nope. But nope. Yep. There they go. They're trying to walk away. They know they're in trouble. All right. Well, I'm going to go talk to these kids. I think they're just a bunch of teenagers. So I'm just going to educate them and probably call some parents is what we're probably going to end up doing here. All right. So I spoke to all of them. There's 5 of them here. So I have parents on the way for all of them. So they're going to wait here for their parents. That is what we are going to hang out and do is wait for their parents to come get them and kind of talk to them. So normally, I don't know if you're ever a kid and the cops ever called your parents, but I bet you if they would have, they wouldn't have been happy, depending. But anyhow, they're not in any trouble. I'm just going to warn them and let them know, hey, don't do that again. Make better choices. So, yep, we'll just kind of wait for their parents to hang out here, wait for their parents to get here, and then we will head out or wait for another call or whatever the case may be. Let's see what we got here on the screen. Okay, yep, there's a hit and run coming in, but it's cold hit and run. Okay, so that's at the Shell station, so we'll handle that. Let me let dispatch know here. Yeah, we'll go take that as soon as we get clear here. So we should be clear here in 5-10 minutes. All right, they got picked up by their parents. We are gonna head out to this hit and run, so we'll just drive over there. This is more of just a routine call. We'll take a report and see kind of what's going on. So that's kind of the plan. So we'll head over here, see if they're doing okay. Sounds like they're still working on getting the truck out of there, and they're still working on getting the Charger out of here, which is fantastic. The tow truck, the big one, had to come from a ways away, but this is the one tow truck we have in town, so they're just doing kind of some traffic control here. All right, so Shell Station blue pickup. Yep, there it is. License plate matches. Yeah, I know it doesn't have a license plate. Work with me. Okay, perfect. It's a store employee, I guess, so I'm going to go talk to them inside. All right, I talked to them. They said on the passenger side rear right here, it looks like the taillight's a little busted up. So it looks like they had it parked here for work and someone must have bumped into it. So we're going to go ahead and take pictures here. We don't really have any evidence. There's a little bit of yellow paint transfer I can see on there, so it might be a yellow car. So if we see a yellow car with some damage on it, we can probably go talk to them and see if they were involved. It sounds like their security cameras weren't working. So we don't have any other evidence past that. So this one probably won't get solved, but at least we can document that for insurance purposes and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get some pictures taken here and get this all documented. All right, we are good here. So I documented all that. So we finally have, looks like, no calls on the screen. Woo! So also too, some of the snow removal, I had to redo all of it. So if it's a little bit different, that's why. We'll go check in with Chief and make sure he's doing okay. Yeah, we'll go make sure he's doing all right. Been a little bit, not too long, but handled a couple of calls. Make sure all is well. Yep, they're still working on it, so they'll get it going at some point. I'll go talk to Chief real quick and make sure he's okay. Chief said he's doing good, so we are good to go. Oh, and there's a call popping up. So welfare check. Sounds like there's a guy that's shirtless, just walking around in shorts, barefoot, near the landfill. So, well, probably don't need lights on for that. We're gonna go check on him. I'm also going to have medics meet us there, so I'm going to have paramedics dispatched as well. So we'll head out there and see what... That's kind of strange. So what's a welfare check? So a couple things that could be on some sort of drug of some type that's causing them to have issues or hallucinations or something like that. Holy cow, you really can't see these country roads when there's snow on the ground, that is. Well, it might take the ambulance a bit of time to get out there, but yeah, it's something strange. So we'll go talk to them and see what their deal is. It could be any number of different things. So, oh, whoops, that was the road. Oh, there's the crash. I do miss the Charger, but this is definitely not weather where you want to be driving around in a Charger. All-wheel drive or not, this is not good weather for a Charger. So I think we'll stick to the pickup truck for now. All right, I have a little ways to go to get to the dump. Whew. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be going 60 either. I'm probably driving on other people's property. There's no way to tell where the road is out here, that's for sure. This would be some wild stuff to drive on in the snow. They did not design this road very well. This kind of angle would be terrible. Oh yeah, the snow in this game is definitely not as realistic as it could be. I know it affects things a little bit, but in real life this would be horrendous regardless of what vehicle you're in. So yeah, I guess he's down by one of the pits, so we'll go talk to him. There probably shouldn't be anyone out here anyways. So I'll go ahead and talk to him for a second. Ooh, geez, this is not gonna go well. Woo. All right, there he is. Let me go talk to him. All right, so I talked to him. He's struggling a little bit. I got him sitting in the back of my car here in handcuffs. Now the reason he's in handcuffs, he talked about how he wanted to harm himself, so we're going to take him into protective custody. He said that's what he was out here doing. So we get a lot of calls with people that are thinking about harming or hurting themselves. It's really honestly one of the sadder parts of my job is there's a lot of people that are in really tough spots that think about that constantly or have issues with that constantly, which is really kind of tough to see them go through that. It's one of my least favorite parts of my job, but also it's a really important part of my job to be able to try to help people in those spots. So we're gonna wait for the medics to get here. He's in my truck. I have the heat just blaring in there to help kind of heat him up a little bit, so he's sitting in the back. So we're just gonna kind of wait for medics to get on scene. So hopefully they get here in just a little bit. All right, medics are here, so he's in the back of the medic van. They're gonna get him checked out. Doesn't sound like he has too severe hypothermia or anything like that, so that's good. He should end up recovering fine. Another thing I didn't really touch on is why did I put him in handcuffs in the back of my car? Well, you always search them, put handcuffs back of your car. Anytime you take someone into protective custody, you treat it as if they're being arrested, not because they're in any trouble or anything. They're not in any trouble. You're there solely to help them, but if they really want to harm themselves and they do something to threaten me and force me to do something to harm them in return, then they're kind of getting... it's not helping the situation. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to help them. So that's why you want to make sure they're under control, regardless of whether or not they want it or not. Most times they don't want your help, but it's one of those things you want to make sure that they're controlled so it doesn't ever get to a situation where that's going to happen. So it's kind of a safety thing for me as well as for them to make sure that they're safe as well. So that's the best case scenario, and we got it where they're here. Medics can take care of someone like that. They'll be able to transport them to the hospital. So we will go ahead and clear from here. Medics are going to transport them, and we will go out and see what other calls we got going on. Medics normally will take a little bit of time before they get moving, get everyone settled in and buckled in, so we should be good to go though. All right, so we have handled quite a few calls, which is great, but yeah, it's busy during the snow time. So I hope you guys are enjoying this this specialty role play, if you will, just kind of a special event type of thing. A little bit less farming in this one. I might do some farming at the end still, but I wanted to throw in some good role play. I've handled, oh my gosh, every time we get, it doesn't matter, every year when the first snow hits or the first good snow hits and the roads are just full of snow and ice and junk and people are trying to go to work and school and whatever else, you know, we get tons of collisions, tons and tons and tons of collisions every time it happens, every year. The first day, I mean, we could have anywhere from, you know, we could have, I don't know where I'm going. We need to go this way. We could have, I mean, we could have 20, 30, 40, 50 collisions in a day between the different shifts, just because of just people crashing into each other and stuff like that, and not understanding how to drive in the snow. But definitely an issue not being able to drive in the snow if you live in an area where there is snow. So very important to be able to do that. Ooh, I'm surprised you didn't roll there. Ooh. Oh goodness, I'm surprised we didn't crash at all through that. Like, I'm honestly shocked. I was driving very recklessly. Oh man. Okay, well, we're gonna stop in at the station. I'm gonna do some paperwork here for a bit, and we'll wait and see if we get, oh geez, get that sign. Well, we'll wait and see if we get any other calls or anything that comes in. So yeah, let's get over here to the station and do some of that, because I got collisions are a lot of work to write up, lots of details. You got to document everything, all the damage and everything like that. So a lot of work to write up collisions. So we will, oh gee, well, we don't want to get high centered on the, oh boy, there we go. Okay, good. That was a close one. Oh jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on my paperwork here for a bit, and I will see you guys in just a sec. Okay, something crazy just happened, as you can probably see from the call screen. Well, maybe you can't, I don't know yet, I'm not editing. But the chief had someone throw a snowball through his window. It hit him in the head since he had his window down, and caused him to crash his car. And then that person ran off, and the chief started a foot pursuit after him. And thankfully there was a state trooper that was in the area that was able to catch him and tackle him. So now they're wrestling with him over here in a parking lot. So yep, that's where the chief crashed, and the guy ran off this way. So state patrol's there, so we're gonna go help them out. Oh geez, well, that's not helpful. Don't do that when you're trying to go back your partners up. All right, we got them subdued. Chief is okay. He's gonna go to the hospital and get checked out. So we're gonna investigate the collision in a second, or have state troopers do it. But first off, we have a bar fight that just started over at the brewery, so we're gonna head to that. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days again. The snow does that, I tell you. Oh jeez. Yep, Chief's truck is probably gonna need some repairs for sure. But let's head out. We have, oh goodness, I mean, one of those days. Ugh, hopefully we don't crash on the way there. No promises for sure, we probably will end up crashing. Okay, let's see if I remember how to get there using these ghetto roads that you can't see. I think this way. It's up there, but where's the road that goes there? Guess I could just drive across it. I mean, it's not any different really than what I'm doing now. Oops, I need to go that way. Maybe? I don't know. As long as we go around this way, we'll get to it. Off-road code running. There we are. I guess a county unit just got there. Perfect. Oop. Oh geez. All right, well, let's go ahead and yep, there's the fight. Let's go help them break that up. All right, county and I were able to get them all handcuffed up and everything like that. It's the holy cow, we have 3 people involved in this fight, and they all did very bad things. Well, they just were fighting each other stupidly. They're all drunk and being really stupid. So they're all under arrest for disorderly conduct, and we're gonna go with that. We're not gonna go any assault charges, since they were fighting each other and they know each other, and they didn't want to be victims of assault. So what we're gonna do, instead of, you know, going with assault charges, do disorderly conduct, which is a law in Washington that you have to witness. So we witnessed the fight, so we were able to say that we witnessed it in order to make an arrest for it. That is, you can still forward charges on someone, but for them to actually be arrested for it, you have to witness it. And one of the things in disorderly conduct is to create a substantial risk of assault, which fighting in the middle of a crowded bar would create a substantial risk of assault. Oh, and by the way, this is there's no specific pandemic in my world here on Farming Simulator, so we don't have to worry about people actually going out to eat and stuff. But anyhow, so we are going to go ahead and wait here for a second for another unit to get here, because we don't want to transport them together. So I got one in my car, one in the sheriff's car over there, and then we're going to wait for another transport unit here to get here. All right, state patrol's here to take the last guy, so we're going to transport ours down to the station, and then we are going to go ahead and do some paperwork, and we're going to call it for today as far as everything goes. That is the last call we're going to. We have more officers coming in to help work and handle collisions, so yeah, that was a busy day. Of course, snow does that, and snow also in the real world would decrease your response time quite a bit and make it more difficult to respond to calls and investigate calls and handle calls just in general. So that is something that's definitely a disadvantage. Oh, we don't need our lights on, we're just transporting someone. Definitely disadvantage to the snow as well, but it's kind of hard to simulate some of that in Farming Simulator. But yeah, so there we go. Oh, we don't want to crash with the prisoner in there, that's for sure. I mean, we don't want to crash in general, but especially not with the prisoner on board. If you were a prisoner in the back of this ride here, you'd probably think this is one wild ride, and you would be correct. Oop. Oh no, I don't know why I tried to turn that way. That's regardless, we're going the right way now. Yeah, so we'll head down to the station. We'll get this guy out of here, and then I am gonna put in. I wanted to go over some of the houses, some of the new house add-ons in here, since I haven't done that in a little bit. But I don't want to do it in my snow save, for obvious reasons, because well, we're gonna do that twice in an episode, huh? All right, that's fine. But I don't want to do that on my non-save game because then I have to go redo it anyway. So we'll do that at the end here. So, all right, I'm gonna get this guy into jail, do some paperwork, and I will see you guys later on. All right, folks, it is the morning without the snow. We have a few new houses to add in here. So Jeffro, there's your house. You wanted the gray one by the police department. There's the police department. I think this is as close as we're going to get on that one. So I figured that would work out well for you. And then, oh, geez, where else we got? Crunch Dog wanted their name changed to Farmer Anarchy, I guess. So there's that. Then we have a couple other houses added in. I think there's one. Yep. Hey, it's Chive. Here's your house right here. So fantastic. And then we also had a request for a yellow house right here. Yeah, Hillbilly. Here's a yellow house for you. So fantastic. There's all of the houses. We jump over here. Sugar cane is ready to be harvested, so we might as well get that going. Is this the perfect? That'll work. Use this bad boy. And probably should drive around here and back up to it. Oop, I want to crash. Okay, there we go. Oops. There will be a lot of farming in the next episode, but I think that'll be okay. After all, the game is called Farming Simulator. But anyhow, let me get this guy rolling here. Okay, probably right about, yeah, there. Perfect. Okay, working on that. So I can probably turn down my speed. Just had it so it'd be a little quicker. So this is kind of the idea of this area here. So you'd have a vehicle done being used out in the fields and whatnot. You'd be able to pull up here, refuel the diesel. And refuel the def, hopefully, theoretically. Nope. Oh boy. I've had some issues with it. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, well, we might have to fix that up, but that's how you test it and find out. Huh, interesting. Okay. Then you'd pull up here in the next phase of things. Come into here, repair that, and repair that. And then you'd be able to give it a good wash, and then it would get put away. So that'd be kind of the concept behind that. Get that cleaned up there. Just about. Yeah, it's most of the way clean. That'll be fine. All right. And then what you could do from here is then park it. But so I did add in the shed that I thought about using. Where is it at? This guy, the small shed. Yeah, it's right about right size. Yeah, that's perfect. Just a couple of 2-bay little shed to just put lots of small stuff in. So yeah, I might put a few up here. I might remodel that later, but put a few up there. I could put another, you know, probably put 4 or 5 up there if I wanted, and I could put one here going essentially this way, and then put a couple more going across the back that way. But yeah, or even 1, 2, 3. I might even be able to do 4 right in there. But yeah, so just to kind of multiply the bays that we have, and we could put another one out here, or a couple out here or something. But I think I'm going to try to keep them over here. I think I will use some of this space in here just because it's just empty space right now. So I might flatten that out and put in a few of these little sheds. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. Don't think there's anything else I want to add in. But yeah, that's all of our stuff that we got going on here. I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all that roleplay that was in it. But next episode, we'll get a lot of farming done. Hopefully knock out some subscriber contracts as well. So Yeah, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I may post. And yeah, feel free to leave me a comment down below about what you think and what you want to see and everything like that. Thank you, guys.